Ladies and gentlemen, it's natural that each of us has gone through difficult experiences in our lives that have caused our lives to become completely different. But the unnatural thing is that you live your present and future in a state of survival and stress, always expecting the worst case scenario based on a previous experience. Believe me, in this situation, your familiar past will sooner or later become a predictable future. Therefore, you are responsible for how you deal with these negative thoughts and how you control them. Otherwise, as long as you are alive, they will remain with you and will cause you trouble and depression. So, in this video, I will share with you some simple tricks for controlling your mind to deal smartly with these negative thoughts. So, let's get started. You and I, what our culture was, whatever our religion was, whatever our nationality was, whatever our level of education was, we agree on a common point that we are always ready to wear the victim role. So we start by saying, why was I raised in a house full of problems? Why is it that whenever I enter a relationship, I get betrayed? Why is it that every time I work on something, it fails? From here, we arrive at the point that we are all likely to ask ourselves the question that dominates us. Why does this keep happening to me? And then a person begins to slip behind the idea and puts on the victim role. It's true you might be a victim of an event that happened to you in the past, but you are now responsible for your future. Now, tell me, what will we do about what happened to you? For example, someone was unfairly fired from his job, and after a month, we found him sitting upset. 2 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years, always the same situation. And when you ask him, what happened to you? He tells you, I am like this because 2 years ago I was unfairly fired from my job because of that person or that thing that made me feel this way. Okay, so why didn't the pursue a second, third, or tenth chance? True, you might be a victim of someone who hurt you, but as long as you are still have a breath in you, take one small step. Be responsible for your recovery. And believe me, just by changing your way of thinking, you will become creative in your world and you will start saying, my thinking and my feelings change the outcome. Take care a person sees the world through the eyes of their heart, and recently we've noticed that people are seeing the blessings they have as the source of their suffering. For example, when you ask someone, how's your job? They tell you, it exhausts me. I can't stand it. It's the reason for my misery. It deprived me of comfort. But what the person doesn't realize is that every word they say or think is controlling their mind. This isn't just talk, it's actually a way of forming new neural pathways. Because the brain cannot distinguish between a real word and a word you've thought in your head. So if you keep saying it exhausts me, it's the reason for my misery. Many times your brain believes that programming. At the same time, if you repeat positive words like I am happy or it's very comfortable, result is the same and your brain begins to form a new neural pathway. This is not magic, it is the science of changing the way the brain connects words to feelings. In other words, if we change our thoughts, our feeling towards these thoughts changes, and therefore our behavior and reactions change. So all you need to do is take one small step with your words to change an entire pathway in the brain. Because believe me, words are not just expressions of you. They are a tool to train your brain. So pay attention to what you say because you are creating your reality. Sometimes you sit and remember an old situation as if it's happening you right now. You feel the same fear and pain, and your heart starts beating fast. This is because the mind doesn't distinguish between something you are actually experiencing and something you're imagining. At that moment, it's very difficult for the mind to control itself. So, in that state, you need to give your mind the first aid to calm it down, allowing it to regain control. All you have to do is not try to force your mind to change the state. Instead, try to use your body to change the state. For example, sit down, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine yourself living the situation you are dreaming about as if it's happening right now. See the details, hear the sounds, feel every sensation as if you are inside the story. In that state, you will disconnect from the outside world, which allows your brain to change the chemicals. It releases in a way that allows you to regain control. Okay guys, at the end of this video, I'd like to say something. I am one of those people who regret many decisions I made in a moment of emotion and anger. And I'm sure you are also regret many decisions you've made in your life and are saying, I wish I hadn't done that or acted that way. But now is the time to give your mind a chance to control itself. Because, as William James said, if you cannot change your mind, you cannot change your life. Okay guys, if you liked my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment below this video. Thank you for watching.